Hey guys, guess what? It's TK. Like, I don't know what my introduction should be. I guess since my son's a film major, I should have him do some type of introduction for me. But he wants me to pay him. Can y'all believe that? But okay, this is why I'm here, because I have my big announcement. I have my big announcement. I have my big announcement. So, guys, on Wednesday, I bought 17 acres in Aiken, South Carolina, guys. Your girl has a farm, almost. Why do I say almost? Because I still have some work to do. Even though I have a lot cleared already, because the individual actually farmed on here prior. Let's see if we can get it in here in the background. So he farmed on here prior to me, and his farm was beautiful. I tell you guys, I fell in love with this property when I saw it on Facebook Marketplace. Can you believe that? And then I looked online and it was there, a little overpriced. So I sat on it in October, and then I finally in December, I think December time frame, I actually went and said, I'm gonna look at it with my mom. So we came out and looked at it, and I still was in love with it, so I just had to do it. So my property in Georgia, my plans for it right now is to make it an Airbnb. So guys, if you want to go to the Bella Homestead experience in Georgia and stay there long term, you have the ability to telework from there, you have the ability to homeschool, you have the ability to garden, and you will probably have the ability to look after some animals. So Bella Homestead experience coming your way. But let's not talk about that right now. Let's get into these 17 acres that I got. Okay, so I was out here today with the builders for my home. So what we're going to actually do is on the 11th of this month, they're coming to clear the home site out. That's a roughly almost an acre and a half for my home site. Then I've gotten a couple different quotes to do some underbrushing and some pasteurizing. The first quote came into at $21,000, and I was like, oh, that's a good quote. Oh, because I got some stuff done at my first property, and when I tell you the price was outrageous, but it was outrageous. But I think $21,000 is super reasonable for how much they're gonna do. So that's in the works, right? What's also in the works is I'm gonna make all this beautiful area, and you can't even see it all, like all this beautiful area, my new garden. Of course I'm going to have a big garden shed. Of course I'm gonna have a greenhouse. Will I have the same type of greenhouse? I don't know. That greenhouse worked, but it was some things that I needed to do better to make it a better product. So I'm taking all my lessons learned from Georgia and making this a lot better. So what I want to do is, I think I have about 10 acres this way and about 7 acres this way, right? So the 10 acres this way is all woods, right? So you guys not interested in seeing all woods, but I'll kind of walk you guys around the property and kind of tell you my ideas of what I want to do with the property. All right. My neighbors on this side has horses, and I have neighbors over here, but they will be neighbors to my garden. My house is further up there, so like it's a big separation in between my neighbors and myself. They will have front row seats to my garden, and they have a lot of cats around here, feral cats. So I'm hoping that will help with any type of rodents or anything. So I'm gonna grab the camera, turn it around, and let's do a walk talk so you guys can see. Okay guys, here we go. Let me see if I can bring this down a little bit. Maybe not. All right, so let's go. So the previous owner, all in here, he had hogs and pigs. They were just the cutest little pigs, but he has it still fenced off. He left the fence and the T-post. But what's gonna happen all through here, like from that corner all the way into that corner. I'm gonna just underbrush this stuff and mulch it out and make it look real pretty. It's some really pretty oaks trees that's out here that I will leave. But once it's underbrushed and all that over here, I'm gonna see exactly what I'm gonna do with this. I don't know if I'm gonna keep my animals over this side. I still have to figure that out, because this area over here, of course, it's going to be a big garden, but I also have space to put my girls, my chickens over here. Whew. And baby, I am out of breath because I walked up and down this area like 10 times with people giving me quotes already and walking the property. So from this corner right here, oh, let's just say from this big pine all the way to my car. And you remember I told you my neighbors are right there. They're gonna have first round at seeing the garden. So all of this, and it's gonna go all the way back. I'm telling you, this is about 4 acres, he said. That's gonna be cleared. And as you can see, the previous person cleared a lot of the area. And what he also did is he planted a lot of things. I was up here earlier. Please forgive me, guys. I was up here earlier where the house site is. It's a ton of plum trees there. And I was trying to dig the plum trees out. I was like, oh my God, I need these plums. But as you can see, he has all of the trees marked and with green markers. Some of them are marked with the name. I don't know exactly what that is, but I'll look it up. But it's, you know, it's right now I've seen pecans, plums, every type of berry, raspberry, blueberry, blackberry. I've seen all that. I do have some fencing wire. I paid for it, so he left it. So like anywhere you see green wire, the green little flags, that's some type of fruit tree that he's planted and that I'm gonna save. Here's another one. Some of them labeled, but I'll come out here and kind of look later on once I get this start with the clearing. The guys know that's clearing. They know that they need to keep all my fruit trees, anything that has a green label, but all of this is going to be cleared, all of that. I might leave that big tree right there because it's just so beautiful. You see that? And that's my well. And this well is only for the garden, guys, only for the garden. And the previous owner, he went ahead and he did irrigation. So you can see the irrigation lines. It just needs to be covered. And as we walk down here, you'll see the trees. You'll see the fruit trees. I'm gonna put some pictures of how beautiful the garden was and why I fell in love with it. Of course, they didn't do anything for fall, and they didn't do anything now because they knew they were moving. But it's the irrigation, and it goes all the way down here. So as I walk, you'll see that it's already here. So that saves me a ton of dollars, a ton. So we'll see where we'll go with that. And again, it's just more trees. He has trees back in here. He started clearing things himself. That's why you see cut down trees but not moved or not burned. But don't worry, it's gonna happen, guys. This is part one. This is the starting point, guys. You know how I do it. I'm gonna get it done. It's not gonna take me a year. It'll probably take me 2 years, but I'm gonna try to get this done. So if you look over here, all of this was full of vegetables. You can still see they have some onions still out there. When I walk on that side, I can show you guys that. But yeah, so all of that'll be cleared. You hear how beautiful it is out here? It's just so beautiful and calm. So yeah, I'm just walking a little bit. So to show you some more, to get you closer to at least to where I'm gonna end my clearing at. See some more water. And he had corn all down here, and I saw some rutabaga still. There's just all kinds of stuff that I'm hoping that's just gonna self-seed. And as I'm out here during the summer, because I'm definitely not planting anything, I am planting my Georgia garden this summer, as you've seen on the videos. That will go on. So that's where I'm gonna do most of my attention at, is on my Georgia garden. This will be clearing and getting ready. There were all types of field peas down here, but all that'll be cleared out for me. I'm gonna walk over here, do this, and hope I don't get bit by a snake. So come over here, and over here in Georgia I had in Georgia I have clay soil. Over here I have sandy loam soil. So better, right? So they had all kinds of muscadines and different grapes over here. I don't see anything coming back yet. Like at my house, things are all starting to come back, but I'll give this some time, and when we get this cut and cleaned out, we'll see where we go from here. I don't know if I'll keep this or if I'll approve it on it, because it's a pretty good idea, right? We'll see how that works. All right, and so all of this still gonna be the garden, guys. Still gonna be the garden. And yeah, so back here he had some pigs. Back here on the side he had some pigs and chickens, and and the water's still going all the way back here, guys. Like this, I think just my little area in Georgia, I spent about $1,000 getting water out there from my well. But yeah, this looked like maybe, is that a squash? That looked like some squash volunteering. That looked like a watermelon volunteering. So hey, it might be some stuff out here. That's a squash or a pumpkin? Looks like a squash. But of course it's volunteering over here. This is where all the fertilizer is, as you can see. Oh my God, these look really good. I'm gonna have to put some type of protection over it when I start the clearing process. But it comes all the way down here, and I'm gonna get to the where I consider the end of my garden is gonna be, and I'm gonna look, and I'll show you, if you can see my car, that's how far my garden's gonna be. So my plan is to do every type of gardening in here, right? I'm gonna do vertical garden, I'm gonna do raised bed, I'm gonna do row gardening, I'm gonna do no dig. I'm gonna have a space for everything. See, you can't even see my car from here. You can't. And let me just swing back, and my property continues all the way back there. I have walked the whole property, guys. So I have done that like 3 or 4 times, and I think each time I lost like 3 pounds. So if I look skinnier on my next video, that's why. Oh my God. And over here's my neighbors over here, and I don't know if I told you, they have horses. So whew, yes. All right, I'm gonna stop again. I'm gonna walk back up, and then I'm gonna kind of take you over to the house site in the front of the property. Okay guys, so I drove up here I know, I'm so tickled because I've been super excited, and just you know, after I signed those papers, I went home, it just like 10 tons just fell off of me. So I'm just so tickled and so excited about all of this. I got my glasses off, but so I drove up to the house site, and I just wanted to show you in relation to where the farm is. So I don't know if you can see those two. I'm gonna walk back here. You're not gonna be able to hear me. Can I do this on? Yeah, I don't know how to work the camera. I need some lessons still. Somebody give me some lessons on how to record. But maybe 100 feet. That's where the start of my garden's gonna kind of be, in that area where they'll start underbrushing. They will also underbrush this side, because on this side right here, I don't know if you can see it, I messed that up. 283 feet this way is also my property, and 200 and guys, I told you 283, I think we caught that, and 240 that way is also my property. From the front of the road to the very back of my property is almost 1,500 feet. So my house is going to be in this area, guys, and it's a ton of fruit trees, because he was going to actually put his house there as well. When I bought the property was already perked, so that's a good thing. It was already perked and ready. So I don't know, let's pull this up a little bit to see. It's some flags right there. I don't know if you can see the flags actually, but there's some flags right here. But all of this will start being cleared on next Thursday. Can you believe that? 1 week from when I finalize the property, we're going to start clearing. So you definitely cannot beat that. But what I do have on this property, and I've already saw, was some fox dens. I told those guys to make sure they get rid of those fox dens, because they're right next to where my house is going to be. So that's why I'm listening, make sure no fox don't get me. No, I'm not scared of any fox. But yeah, this area will be cleared off, and then we'll go from there. Now, over here, into the very front of this road, let's just moving the camera up in front of my car so you can see that all the way up there is the front of the road, and turn it back. All the way back here is to the garden, but it goes way much farther than that. But anyway, so up here, my plan is to eventually clear up at the front of the road and do a marketplace, a farmer's market, you know, grow local, sell local, eggs, maybe bring in some of my friends and a gardening community. If they want to come and sell out here, they come out. So I have a whole bunch of big plans for the 17 acres, guys. So please follow my journey. It's going to be not as quick as my last garden. I'm not going to try to build and grow and do everything, because I'll tell you, and I tell everybody this, that you can get fatigued doing this, because this gardening is not easy work. You really have to love what you're doing, or you will burn out. You will burn out if you go too hard. So I've learned that you know, to make sure I pace myself at all times. You know, I garden mostly by myself. I have family that come up every now and then, but I garden, I'm gonna say 90% by myself. So yeah, so just make sure that you're taking your time, you're getting your rest, you're drinking your water, you're exercising, which I'm not doing as much as I should be, but I'm gonna try. That's my summers. You know, you have New Year's resolutions. That's my summer resolution, to get more exercise, to be a healthier me. But yeah, guys, you know, this is my dream, and I have to pinch myself every day and say, hey, you're actually living your dreams. And I am. I'm living my dreams. So guys, remember, at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day, There's always healing in the soil. I love you guys. Follow my journey. Subscribe. Thanks.